Okay, $4. I'll give you $2.50, cash. Right now, we both walk away happy.
Roger, it has a price tag.
Yeah, but who decided $4? I never agreed to $4.
That's how stores work.
Is it though?
Here's the uncomfortable part. For almost all of human history, Roger would have been right. Nothing had a price. Not bread, not shoes, not a cow. You wanted it, you argued for it. The little sticker that tells you what something costs, the price tag, is barely 150 years old. A blip. And it has maybe the strangest origin story of anything you touch every day. It was basically invented by a group of people who refused to lie. It turned them into some of the richest families in history, and right now, quietly, it's dying. Again. So, where did the price come from? For thousands of years, buying anything worked like the world's most exhausting personality test. You'd walk into a shop, point at a pot, and the merchant would look at you. Your clothes, your accent, how much you seemed to want it. And then he'd invent a number. Not the price, a price. Your price. There was no cost. There was a negotiation. Every single purchase was a tiny used car showroom, and you were always the sucker who drove there in the rain. Imagine that today. You grab a coffee and the barista squints at your shoes and goes, "For you? $6. And you have to go, "6? I'll give you 3. And there's a whole thing. Every time, for everything. You'd never leave the house. This wasn't a bug, it was the entire system, and it quietly rewarded exactly one type of person, the loud, confident, silver-tongued haggler. If you were shy or new or just tired, you paid more. The price literally depended on your personality. For most of history, nobody thought that was weird. It's just how buying worked, until a group of people showed up who found it morally offensive. The Quakers. Yes, the oats people. Well, no, that's a different thing, long story. These Quakers were a 1600s religious movement, and they had two beliefs that turned out to be commercially explosive. 1. Everyone is equal. Genuinely, radically equal. Same worth in front of God, the Duke, and the dishwasher. 2. You do not lie. Ever. Not even a little. Not even the polite, everyday, "Oh, this is very expensive" kind of lie. Now hold those two beliefs up against haggling, and haggling completely falls apart. Because haggling is built on lying. The merchant names a number he doesn't mean, you offer a number you don't mean, you both pretend to walk away. It's a little theater of nonsense. And it charges different people different prices. The smooth talker wins, the timid gets fleeced. To a Quaker, that's not commerce. That's two sins stacked on top of each other before breakfast. So the Quakers did something that, at the time, sounded insane. They picked one price. One honest price. Same for everyone. And they refused, flatly refused, to budge a single penny. People thought they'd go broke. You can't run a shop where you won't haggle. That's like a casino that won't let you gamble. Except here's the twist. It worked. Spectacularly. Because a fixed, honest price did something no merchant had ever offered before. It made you safe. You didn't have to be a shark. You didn't have to out-argue a professional. You could send a child to a Quaker shop and trust they'd pay the same as the sharpest lawyer in town. That trust was worth more than any deal. And so this tiny group that refused to lie got rich. Ridiculously rich. The great British chocolate empires, Cadbury, Rowntree, Fry's, all Quaker. Two of Britain's biggest banks, Barclays and Lloyds, Quaker. It turns out, when nobody can trust anybody, the one person who's boringly, reliably honest becomes the most powerful merchant in the room. Honesty was a cheat code. They just had to invent the price tag to use it. Fast forward to 1840s New York, and a man named A.T. Stewart takes the Quaker idea and builds it a palace. Literally. His store was called the Marble Palace, and it opens in 1846 as, basically, the world's first department store. Stewart wasn't doing it to be holy, he was doing it to be huge. And he'd realized fixed prices were a superpower for scale. Think about it. If every price is a negotiation, every clerk has to be a master haggler. That doesn't scale. You can't hire 100 silver-tongued geniuses. But if the price is just fixed, you can hire anyone. You can let people wander in, browse, touch things, leave without buying. No pressure, no salesman breathing on them. Fixed prices didn't just feel fair, they let a store get enormous. Then, in 1876 in Philadelphia, John Wanamaker adds the final piece, and the actual sticker. Wanamaker put a physical price tag on everything, and he threw in one more radical idea. If you don't like it, bring it back and I'll give you your money back. A guarantee. In writing. In 1876, that was witchcraft, and his timing was perfect. He opened his giant store the same year Philadelphia hosted the 1876 World's Fair, and as millions of visitors flooded the city from everywhere, a lot of them wandered in, and for many it was the first time in their lives they'd seen a shop where the price was just printed on the thing. No arguing, no games. They loved it, and they carried the idea home with them like a souvenir. The price tag went viral, 1876 style. Oh, and Wanamaker's the guy credited with the line, "Half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. I just don't know which half." So he also, accidentally, invented complaining about marketing. You're welcome. Now here's what makes the price tag genuinely sneaky. It looks like the most boring object in the store. It is quietly one of the most important, because once the price is fixed and printed, a chain reaction goes off. You can put the price in an advertisement, because it won't change by the time someone shows up. You can hire normal humans instead of negotiation ninjas. And, the big one, you can sell to someone you will never meet. You can mail them a catalog. That's Montgomery Ward in 1872, Sears in 1893. Thick catalogs mailed to farmhouses in the middle of nowhere, and a family orders a stove from a picture. That is impossible in a haggling world. You cannot negotiate by mail with a company 1,000 miles away. The fixed price is the only reason catalogs, and eventually every Add to Cart button you've ever clicked, can exist. So this dull little sticker, born from a religious refusal to lie, quietly became the foundation of the entire modern shopping world. Trust, printed on paper, small enough to hang from a button. Which would be a lovely place to end, except... Look at a plane ticket. The person in the seat next to you paid a completely different price. Same flight, same peanuts, different number. Ever notice an Uber cost more just because it was raining? Or the same jacket shows a different price on your phone than on your laptop? That's not a glitch. That's the price tag dissolving. Because we built these incredible machines that can watch what you click, where you live, what device you're on, how badly you seem to want the thing, and quietly set a price. Your price. Which means the merchant is doing the exact thing he did 5,000 years ago, sizing you up before he names a number. He's just not squinting at your shoes anymore. He's reading your data. Haggling never actually died. For about 150 years, the Quakers' one honest price held it back. One number, printed, the same for everyone. That was the exception. The weird, beautiful, honest little exception. And now the algorithms are quietly rolling it back and putting the negotiation back where it started, except this time you can't even see that you're in one. The price tag told you the truth. The screen just tells you a truth. Yours.
Wait, you paid 18? Mine was 26. Same seat, same app, same second.
The algorithm likes me better.
So I can haggle again. I just always lose.
Welcome back to the bazaar, honey.